everybody, this is Stuart with Wine on the Dime, and I got some wine at a crazy discount the other day. I'm talking about stuff that would go for, I don't know, like $40 a bottle. I got for $14. Don't ask how, and it was legal, didn't fall off the truck. It's just a crazy deal. So I was able to pick up some of these wines. However, this one is also one that typically retails in the Wine on the Dime price bracket. So stay tuned for my review of the 2019 Ponga Sauvignon Blanc. Hey everybody, before I begin the review, if you like today's video, please like, subscribe, and comment. Share with your friends, especially if they're fans of Sauvignon Blanc, because I don't know if this one's good or not, but we'll find out, and then they'll know, or you'll know, whether or not you should even be buying this bottle. So today I'm reviewing the 2019 Ponga Sauvignon Blanc from New Zealand. It is 12.5% alcohol by volume, and it typically retails for $13. Don't ask me how much I paid for it, but it was legal. First of all, screw top, +1. It's kind of a weak screw top. Normally kind of like crunch. This was kind of like a when I opened it. Anyway, so let's get to the color. Let's take a look at the color. You are a pale lemon green. No artifacts, no cloudiness. You're actually so pale that it's actually hard to see anything in the middle. You can only see the kind of like a little bit of the middle, and then everything else on the outside pretty much becomes water white. So anyway, getting too nerdy there. Let's get to the nose. Well, you smell definitively like New Zealand Sauvignon Blanc. So I'm getting a little bit of a grapefruit, a little bit of a citrus, like a lime. Yeah, lime peel. It's kind of it's a little bit bitter smelling. Yeah, so grapefruit, lime. I'm getting a little bit of, tiny bit, just a slight hint of passion fruit. One of the things I am noticing about this one though is that while New Zealand Sauvignon Blanc can kind of like sometimes show those cat pee effects, sometimes not, depending on how they're made and what they're controlling for. This one has that. This one has that. It's not as nearly as intense as something like a Sancerre, but this is definitely. This has a little bit of the cat wee in it, just a little bit. But I mean, it doesn't smell offensive at all, and actually, maybe like a touch of a nectarine. Yeah, there's something a little bit different in this one. But I mean, it doesn't smell bad, so let's get to the taste. So, in terms, it's dry wine, medium minus body. Medium alcohol. I can actually taste the alcohol just a tiny bit, but it's not out of place. It is medium plus on the acid. So far, we're at least medium on the finish. Let's see how much longer it goes for. In terms of intensity, you're pronounced on the palate. You have a lot of intensity on the palate with the fruit. The fruit really zings, especially those kind of citrusy notes. That nectarine is something just kind of, man, still going. That nectarine is something that just kind of like slides in a little bit on the mid palate and goes into the finish. And I actually don't taste, it's gonna sound weird, I actually don't taste that flavor on like the whole palate experience. Like in terms of like where I can actually detect things. I actually taste it like more like down the center strip of my tongue. Down the center strip and along the very edges, which is really weird because normally I can kind of like pick things up all over the place, but it's not happening. The lime is a nice addition to it though. The lime actually adds a really contrasting flavor profile compared to some of the other stuff like the nectarine and the grapefruit. The cat pee, not necessarily something that's very intense on the palate at all. So it's one of those things where if you like Sauvignon Blanc, you don't like the cat pee, don't let the smell deter you. It kind of goes away pretty fast in the approach, and then after that it's gone. So I guess let's get to the blick on this one. So for balance, yeah, you're in balance. I mean, I think the structure is there, the alcohol, the right amount of body. Nothing is if you were actually like off dry, that would make this one harder to swallow, just because it would be kind of like maybe a little too dense for this type of body. So like having a very low sugar content on this wine, actually makes it work out really well. And so thank you for being dry. Balance in place. Length, man, I'm gonna have to go back and take a look at that and see how long it went on for. I feel like it went on for at least 45 seconds. Hold on, I need to go back and look at this video. I'll be right back. Okay, so with the rest of all the tasting and everything out of the way, let's get to the blick. Now for balance, I'm gonna give you a full point. I think that the acid is nice. I think that it's good being a medium minus body, with it being a dry wine. If it was off dry, it might be actually kind of too dense for that type of body. So I really like the fact that it is the way it is, and the alcohol, while noticeable, isn't kind of making it feel unstructured in any sort of way. So overall, it plays well. Length, I'm gonna give you a full point here. I had this thing going on for over a minute after I tasted it, and to be honest, I really like that. I don't find a lot of New Zealand Sauvignon Blancs that finish that long, and I'm glad that this one does, so full point. In terms of intensity, once again, I'm gonna give you a full point. And the reason here is because you have a medium plus intensity on the nose, but you have a pronounced intensity on the palate. I'm gonna go ahead and bump you up since you're really close on that nose. You just need a tiny bit more and you'd be there, but I mean, yeah, I mean, if it was a little bit further out, it'd be pronounced, but you're almost there. So let's go ahead and round up a little bit. In terms of complexity, I'm gonna give you half a point. The reason why is because I really am hoping to get a little bit more of some of the other things that I consider to be a little bit characteristic of New Zealand Sauvignon Blanc. I like passion fruit, kind of like the gooseberry. I like those types of things to be introduced to it. A little bit more grassiness, and I'm not getting those things on this tasting. However, though, you do have a reasonable breadth with some stone fruit. You have like that nice grapefruit and that lime thing going on. That's good. So I'm gonna give you half a point for complexity, but if you had some more complexity in terms of sort of the NZ things I was looking for, then I probably would have given you a full point there too. So ultimately, that's 3.5 points are very good. Now I know a lot of you who watch my channel are going, hey, sometimes you get 2.5 points and you'll round up to very good. Why aren't you possibly doing that for this one to be great? Well, the reason why is because I have a hard rule. I don't mind moving a little bit, but once you get to great, you have to have a solid 4 points, no exceptions, because I rarely ever hand out greats. Oh, but anyway, with all that stuff being said, this is a $13 bottle of wine that is very good. And if you're a fan of New Zealand Sauvignon Blanc, this is gonna work very well for you. And I think I will definitely enjoy this tonight. Ooh, oh yeah, I'm gonna do like some cod. Like cod with like a lemon caper sauce. Maybe some roasted broccolini. Yeah, that's probably what's gonna be paired with this tonight. Anyway, this has been Stuart with Wine on the Dime. If you like today's video, please like, subscribe, and comment. Have you tried the Ponga Sauvignon Blanc? Be interested to know if you have. Leave a comment below, and I'll see you all again soon with another episode from Wine on the Dime. In the meantime, no, seriously, this is good. Like, I'm gonna go downstairs, I'm gonna enjoy it, and I'm going to be very sad with the fact that I only picked up one of them when I could have had more. I'll see you later.